Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. It's a big day for NASCAR, as today is the 2022 Daytona 500, and we got a brand new car being rolled out today for its first official race on the NASCAR schedule, and we have quite a bit of things to unpack here on this pre-race show. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. But first, we want to address the Myatt Snider accident last night. Thank God that he is okay, and that the safety improvements that NASCAR's made over the last 20 years have really done their part. I didn't really get to watch the race live because I had to work, but I saw the highlight, and I immediately turned to my friend beside me and was like, "Oh my God, look at this!" And thankfully he was okay and was able to walk away out on his own power after that. So just wanted to point out how, crazy that was. Michael Jordan and Bubba Wallace are sitting right there in front of it as well. And, you honestly never know with these races what could possibly happen. I mean, I think that's one of the first times I've seen someone clip the fence twice, front end and back end. So thank God Myatt Snider's okay, and hopefully we'll see him back next week. Moving on to today's race, we have green flag at 3:06 p.m. Is that too late of a start time? I think that's an hour too long. I think that green flag should be 2 o'clock, no later. If you want my honest opinion, I think it should be at 1 o'clock, 1:15 like it used to be. I just think that, I don't know why we've pushed these start times to almost 4 o'clock. I mean, it's a day race. We don't want a night race. And, you're hoping everything goes perfectly timed, and, it's always going to end under the lights. So, 2 o'clock's late enough, but 3 o'clock, I think that's far too late. So we also have 71 degrees for the high today with a 10% chance of rain, so we're looking pretty good for today's race. Stages 65, 65, and 70. Looking pretty much like 3 dual races. The duels were 60 laps long. Fuel window's about 40 laps. And I think for the most part, if you're pitting during a stage under green, I'm taking 2 tires every time. We saw that be effective the other night during the duels, and I think that these teams have realized that. And I don't want to be taking 4 tires just because so I can run 15th. I don't really know how that benefits you. So if I'm pitting under green with about 20 to go on the stage, I'm taking 2 tires. Heck, I might even take no tires because I know a caution's coming in 20 more laps, and then I'll be able to put 4 fresh ones on if I need to. So that's a little breakdown of the fuel and tire situation. We got Larson and Bowman on the front row, so Hendrick sweeps the front row, and I'm looking forward to seeing what those two can do at the start. Larson also has the number 1 pit stall once again for like the 40th time in a row, and that's not a joke. I think it's well into like 30 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. There might be one off here or there that he didn't have it, but every race last year he had the first pit stall. So not really sure how much that's going to play a factor here at Daytona, but it is something worth mentioning. So Joey Logano goes to a backup car, and Jacques Villeneuve has also went to a backup car. The 22 obviously got in the accident at the duel number 2, and Harrison Burton also had to repair his car, but he did not go to a backup, so he's looking pretty good. So I want to point out that the Fords look really strong. Michael McDowell was fastest in final practice. They swept the duels. They've been the talk all week, and I just really think that Ford has brought the right stuff this week. And they have this super speedway, not package, but these bigger tracks figured out early on. So I'm not saying that these teams won't catch up to them, but I think right now Ford has it figured out. So I'm curious to see how the racing's going to be today as well. Are we going to see a calm, single file right around the bottom, top, boring race? Or are we going to see, strategy come into play? Or are we going to see side by side? Are we going to see a 4 or 5 car pack break away and be half a lap ahead like we saw in the duels? I don't know. I'm not really sure if I can judge what's good and what's bad. I think the fastest car should win the race. And if that's the case, then I won't be too unhappy with that. But I am curious to see the type of package that NASCAR puts out on the track today. And I'm curious to see how the drivers react. So it's going to be interesting for sure. And I think we'll have a good race today. I really do. I'm really being optimistic about it. There's a lot of pessimistic people out there right now that Just don't see it going well, and I understand where they're coming from. I do, but I think for the most part, this week has been pretty crazy racing-wise. So the duels, a lot of people didn't like the duels. I actually kind of like the duels. So, I guess it just really depends on what your taste is. So looking forward to seeing how the racing will be today. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to give you all my pick for today. And, I've went back and forth on this quite a bit. But the last 3 or 4 days I have or last couple of days actually, I have been going with Ryan Blaney in the number 12 for Penske Racing. I think Ryan Blaney gets it done. He's always at the end of these restrictor plate or super speedway races. He's always right there in the front. And I really think that he has a great shot. He knows how to position himself there at the end. And I think that Ryan Blaney finally gets it done at Daytona today. And I'm looking forward to seeing if he can make that happen. So, another bold claim I want to make is that Greg Biffle will get a top 10 today. I think the Biff is gonna work his way up there, keep it clean, and stay out of trouble and pull out a top 10. So, shout out to Greg Biffle if he gets that done. My first car that I'm saying is going to be out of the race is the 78 of B.J. McLeod. Don't ask me why. That's just why I'm picking it. That's just, I went down the list and I was like, he's usually out first. So, that's my first car out, the 78 of B.J. McLeod. So, go ahead and comment down below your picks for today's Daytona 500. It's going to be a good one, I hope, and we'll have a lot to discuss later on the post-race show up here on the channel, so be sure to look out for that. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know if y'all like these podcast-type episodes that I've been uploading on the channel. I really enjoy talking about NASCAR, and it's just a way for me to put my thoughts out there and engage with you all. So, go ahead and drop me a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Comment your Daytona 500 pick down in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to respond with a opinion of my own. So, follow me on Instagram at NASCAR_diecast if you haven't already. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and let's have a great Daytona 500. I'll see you all later.